Here with junior safety William White III as Northwestern State gets ready for its home opener against Prairie View. And Will, let's go back to Tulsa. You know, you guys had some really good moments there. What did this team take out of that opening game at Tulsa into week 2?
I think one thing that we took away as a team is that we're willing to fight. We're willing to, grit and grind throughout the game. You know, there are some ups and downs throughout the game, and I think we responded pretty well, like especially compared to last year. Even though the odds, I'm not even going to say the odds, even though the game kind of swung out of our favor with a couple explosive plays on special teams, we had a positive attitude throughout, and I'm sure we're going to be able to bring that into PV.
So when you look toward Prairie View, what's this going to take? You've got the emotions of the opener out of the way, but there's going to be a new set of emotions for the home opener. Is it good to have that first one under your belt when you go into a home opener?
Yes, sir. Like McCorkle kept on saying during our team meetings, everything throughout the first game is going to be the worst it is all season because it's the first game. So as far as defense, they emphasized us, being better tacklers. We're going to tackle a lot better. Coverage is going to be a lot better. D-line's going to get better pass rush moves off. And I feel like as a whole, it's going to make us better in order to win.
Constant, continual improvement. What does
Yes,
that
sir.
mean to you?
Getting better, stacking weeks on weeks, becoming more consistent in what we do, and eventually winning week after week. So,
For you, your first start here at Northwestern State, you were one of a pretty big number of first-time starters. How much did that help get your feet wet for this year? I mean, you played quite a bit last year, but starting's a little bit different.
yes, sir, it is. The biggest change with starting is the rep load, and not UL. I might have to cut that one out, but Tulsa. They like to do a lot of hurry up offense, so it's kind of like throwing us in the fire a little bit. Me and those first time starter guys, we got a lot of good work there, and it's gonna really help us for PB. Like it's like jumping in the pool, kind of.
You kind of mentioned last year's season opener, UL Lafayette. There's a tie
Yeah.
between you and one of your coaches that you had because you were at Houston, he was at UL Lafayette. You and Chris Gistor got to spend a little holiday time in Shreveport a couple of years ago. Now you're here together. Did you realize that at any point?
Actually, yeah, I think I left Houston right before the bowl game, so we barely nicked each other. But I'm sure we had a lot to talk about. He talked about some with Houston, I talked about some with UL. So
For you, I mean, a year later, now you're kind of settled in. We talked about moving into the starting lineup. How comfortable are you compared to maybe 12 months ago?
I feel real good. New defensive scheme, a lot more simple. I'm not even gonna say simple. It's a lot more straightforward. We can play faster. It's just get the call and go. Not too many on the field checks that complicates things. So I'll say it's a real good improvement for our defense. It allows us to play fast and physical.
For you as a leadership, I mean, in terms of leadership, how far have you come in this under this staff? From 9 months ago when they got here.
I think I've taken big leaps because last year I was kind of, I was the new guy, kind of getting shown the ropes, seeing how the culture was here and all that. And with this new coaching staff, I think the culture has definitely gotten better. It allowed me to have a little bit more of a voice and, eventually lead guys to winning. So that's the plan.
Will, thanks for your time.
Yes, sir.